Alrighty, this is TJ from Fat Boy's Garden. We're gonna give you a Father's Day update of my tomatoes. Let's take a walk up the hill up here and let's see what we're working with up here. This hill ain't no joke on the ankles, boy. Alright, let's see here. These tomatoes at best are really growing tall. These are, what are these tomatoes? Those are black cherry tomatoes. These are the ones that I planted for my grandson. And yesterday, I got quite a few of them off of here yesterday. So he was munching on them like grapes, which was my plan the whole time, because he'll eat tomatoes until you tell him to stop eating them. Still looking for some good things out of my Brandywine tomato. That one's a mortgage lifter. And then that one there is a black Krim. That one is also doing well. We got some tomatoes on it. And then it looks like in the back, we got a patio tomato. And let's see what this one is over here. And we have a big beef steak tomato. And I've gotten a couple of tomatoes off of here. But we've got quite a few of them in there now. Quite a few of them in there. So we've had a couple of big beef tomatoes out of there. There's one that's almost ready to be picked. There's my patio tomato there. I don't know why I put that determinate tomato in between these indeterminates. My bad. But looking like we're gonna have a nice big tomato harvest this year. My plan this year is to probably make some tomato sauce out of some of these tomatoes. Now let's go down here and take a look at this experiment that I started. Back down this treacherous hill. We're gonna go down here and this little experiment that I did. I am just so happy and tickled pink, because this little thing, this was my herb garden last year, and we got about 8 inches of dirt there. Probably not quite 8 inches, about 6 inches of dirt. And these tomatoes are just doing so well. Excuse the 2 green pepper plants I put in there, just trying to use up some of that space. But right here we have, what's that, a better bush, and it has all kinds of tomatoes on it. Quite a few tomatoes on that one. There's some more down there. And then this one here is called a Moorglobe Heirloom. We have gotten quite a few tomatoes off of it. And as you can see, there's still quite a few more growing. And they're just growing like crazy. Look at all those tomatoes. And I've mostly been picking them from off the bottom. So I'm not sure what the deal is there, but they're ripening from the bottom up. And I'm looking, we ought to be able to get about 10 or 15 pounds of tomatoes off of it. And then over here we have another indeterminate. And look at that. Look at that big old cluster of tomatoes in there. And some more in there. And some more here. And some more there growing. And some more there. This is a Rutgers tomato, so it's growing pretty well. Over here we got another better bush. And it's got some nice big tomatoes on it. So we're expecting some big things out of that one as well. So let's take a walk around front and see what we got. There's TJ number 4. He's all happy. He's been eating tomatoes left and right. There's my little Poochie. Let's go around front here and see what we're working with around front. I'm kind of disappointed in this one here. Don't get very much sun. And this will be my second planting for that one. That one's dying off. So I think I'm going to give up this year trying to grow a tomato in this corner. Then over there is a Brandywine. It's growing, but it's real weak. And then over here, we have a money maker. It's growing pretty good. And next it is another money maker. And then we got a couple of brandywines there. Those are all growing pretty good. Still no tomatoes on those yet, but that was the last group that I planted. Over here we got a yellow pear. And not sure what's going on here. If somebody can tell me what that's about. It's turning yellow and I'm not sure why. Because it gets the most amount of sunlight. And we got an Aunt Ruby's German green. And we actually got a couple of tomatoes growing in there. That's going to be another yellow pear and another Aunt Ruby's German green over there. No, this one is a lemon boy. And it's going to have some tomatoes coming in there. It's got some growing there. There's my other Aunt Ruby's German green. And then down here is another yellow pear. So I planted these tomatoes out front first. These were all planted on May the 14th. And as you can see, they're pretty good size. Most of them about 4 to 5 feet tall right now. So we got a good little bunch of tomatoes coming in here. So I always get really good production from up here anyway, out of my tomatoes. My neighbors look forward to seeing me with my tomatoes every year out front. I haven't put it in the front yard yet because I'm still debating if I want to do that this year. Well, that's going to do it for my update of my tomatoes this Father's Day, June 2016.